Hey guys, welcome to the second day of the 3-day war. No previous issues that ever happened, so I'm here to welcome you to Robert.
Hey, how's it going? It's your boy Bobby here.
And
Game designer, Heights of Iron.
Yeah, and now we are going to introduce that once again. We have Feedback Gaming, Mordred, Viking, PrussianPrince, and Taureor back in the UK, fighting for the glory of democracies all over the world by declaring war very quickly, but we'll get back to that. And in the dev side, we have the lovely people, Bratyn, Engin, Enfield, and PDR Alastorm fighting for the glory of Imperial Germany and the Kaiser. Well, good on you, Italy. Not going down without a fight, as usual.
The German reserves are actually pretty well placed right now. If you look at the UK, looks like they've got some planned naval invasions being set up again, potentially, and it looks like they have a plan to trap the Italian army of Sicily in Sicily and destroy them. But the German reserves could, I don't know, maybe they'll hold those ports.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what's going on right here. So they are gonna land in the entire southern there, but will they manage to stop? There are 7 divisions Italian in the port right here. So, actually there are 2 ports, so UK will get some supplies at least. But we'll see if they manage to make something happen from there. Otherwise, from the UK, they are improving their carriers, improving...
Oh, we have the British invasion has landed in southern Italy.
That quickly? Oh god, I must miss it. So yeah, they're pushing forward. But is that going to be enough? Germans instantly responding to this. I can really just assume that just because there are 4 people in each nation, they can just have everything under like constant observation and constant control. Instantly that vision being sent down right here to block them from uniting, and maybe they will actually remove this vision completely. And the Italian AI is not doing too badly either, responding to that super quickly.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried for those British divisions that have landed in the absolute tip of the boot. They don't have any supply at the moment, and it would seem that the Italian response has been swift enough that I don't know if they're going to be able to be helped in time.
How is actually the UK fuel situation looking? 7 days. They have 7 more days of fuel right there. And I like how the influencer team are working with pings to basically show defend right here, attack right here. So what are the plans for the Germans right now? They're doing the Central Powers focus. Are they gonna take down... We might see the World War happen much quicker than expected. It's August 38 right now, yeah, 38. And if they do Italian coup, then assassinate Mussolini,
yeah,
Italy will join the faction with Germany.
Yeah.
And they will be at war with the UK. And that will probably threaten France enough to pull them in. And Germany so far has no way to get troops across from German soil to Italian soil. I don't know how this is gonna go. Holy crap. Okay.
Yeah, there's some Italian ships reinforcing in the Med right now, and while Britain did lose some costly ships, I would say the Italian Navy so far has taken much more of a beating, and I think ultimately Britain has the naval strength to accept losing a couple capital ships and still be able to potentially long-term outmatch Germany at the sea.
Look what's going on in the boot of Italy. 24 British divisions without any
port. Trapped. Oh, they're probably...
the Germans stopped the liberation to surround them. Holy crap.
Oh man, they were probably they probably messed up their shifting and let the combat end, and then everyone got shifted into the extra tile. I mean, that's one of the big dangers of using an extra tile like that. Britain really needs some air force over there desperately, and probably some naval support as well. If you look at the air control in Italy, the UK has a lot more planes in the airspace, but their air superiority is not as good.
Yeah.
And the Italians are able to maintain a slight superiority edge with fewer numbers, partially because flying over friendly territory, but I would imagine this also has to do a bit with doctrine.
But the big question is, why isn't Germany sending over any air volunteers? That's something several times I've thought, like, I forget about it, I don't think of it. They can send air volunteers. That would be huge.
Yeah, it would
445 planes.
Britain is managing to continue to push up out of the boot, it would seem. But man, those. Oh, they have successfully built a level 1 port.
Oh,
on the tip,
and they fled.
And they have managed to get out. That is huge. They would not have been able to do that. They would have had enough time to do that for sure if the Italian divisions weren't also being starved by the British Navy.
I completely
so really,
forgot
I mean,
about that.
I'd say that's a big victory for the British Navy right there.
That's a huge victory. And now they're just reinforcing the place where they have a proper port. Wow.
Yep. Oh man, I feel honored to have witnessed Italian Dunkirk. That was just
Italian Dunkirk.
That was just
Let's see, what can someone find out what this province is called?
Someone go on on the Google and what is the
shores
town
right here
that is in the smallest part of the tip of the heel of the boot.
Yeah.
What is that area called?
Italian Coup. There we go. It's happening. Germany's doing the Italian coup to break them. I saw they gave docking access to Austria to try to improve relationship enough. They want the military access, but they are still quite far away. 10 points. Maybe with spy influencing. No, that wouldn't work either. God, that wouldn't work. So we're getting a couple of different names. We're getting Tricasse och Lecce, Santa Maria del Lueca. Oh god, slaughtering Italians' name now, not only Germans.
I really wonder how much having this low stability is costing Britain right now.
Yeah, they have no reduction in consumer goods. Like you get up to 5% if you have 100%. They're losing 1.8% factory output, and
yeah, they would have a factory output buff if they were more positive. So
exactly. If we compare with Germany, it's looking fantastic. And
Austria.
there we go, Austria. How did it get them in? I'm really confused. How did they manage to push them up so far? Non-aggression pact, trade partners. Trade partner. Did they trade a crap ton?
Oh yeah, Germany's using their Germany's been using their operatives to put diplomatic pressure on Austria. So they've been making good use of their operatives to get that relationship level up.
Yeah, and that's especially for factions and non-aggression pacts. So the non-aggression pact must have boosted up the opinion enough so they could also do the faction invite. That's actually beautiful. That means they're a walking path to Italy right now. They still won't accept any kind of faction invite right now, and they're not doing any focuses.
Yeah, and they've now switched to boosting non-aligned ideology in Czechoslovakia. So it seems like the plans for Czechoslovakia are peaceful ones.
Yeah, still they want to invite them. They don't want to crush them. So they make them enough non-aligned, hopefully, then coup them, and then force them into a faction. They have also managed to get Bulgaria on their side in the Central Powers. So right now, I think it's going fantastic for the developers, and I would like to say that they were the underdogs for this battle.
It looks like the British invasion of Italy is kicking off again.
Oh god.
Units coming in. Let's see if they can do something tricky here. I'm really sad that they're not pushing down in the southern tip of the boot and locking those divisions down that are gonna, now go help up north. They had an opportunity to lock,
Maybe they want
a lot of guys
Maybe
down
they
there.
want to.
Maybe it might be a plan to just draw them out of the south.
Yeah.
I mean, they've encircled Rome, and Rome now has to reinforce the rest of Italy overseas, which they're kind of cut off because of successful British naval raiding. So
because it's a lot of divisions.
They've reestablished the connection, but the British are making some spaghetti across the Italian mainland, just really aggressively pushing and trying to keep the AI locked down now.
Yeah. And now suddenly the Germans are doing Assassinate Mussolini. They probably lost 10 days, at least, on just not doing it quicker. I don't get it. Why didn't they do it earlier?
Oh, now they're finally pushing now in the south of Italy. I really wonder what took so long for that to get going.
Like, the Germans have divisions standing guard, waiting to just storm into Italy. I think they will be too late right now.
Yeah, I mean the north of Italy is already cut off as long as Britain can hold it. I mean it's the German volunteer divisions are doing their best to prevent this encirclement from happening. But it looks like Britain's going to secure it.
Yeah. They really waited a bit. They built up some extra division. Then
and the new capital is in the north now, Genoa.
Oh. So they are going to try to push in right there and grab that with additional naval invasions, but so far the Italians are holding. The Italians are holding. And if they hold on for just a little bit longer, another, 48 days, Germany will storm in with everything they got, I think.
Yeah. Well, all those divisions in southern Italy are effectively cut off now. They're being minimally reinforced by the ports. If you look down there, they're all attritioning pretty hard, so Britain has actually the attrition's not too bad yet. In some places it is. I lied.
But they are being constantly stopped, as you're saying, by the British Navy.
Yeah.
Convoys are not having a good day.
I think you're going to see Italy get knocked out of the war right here.
Yeah.
I don't think Germany's going to be able to assist in time.
Like, I kind of want to speed up the game just so we can see what's happening, but I want to know what's happening now, not in like 5 minutes. Speed 3 is too slow.
Well, the British troops are breaking through the mountains of southern Italy. And they've even gotten an overrun against the tired and ill-supplied Italian. Oh man, yeah, this is bad.
I pressed Windows button. There we go. Thank you. God, not at this point. Oh, God damn it, not at this point. Oh God, I almost did.
R.I.P. streaming from home.
Yeah. Got
a socially distanced stream.
Like, it wouldn't be an issue, but I having to like jump into the streaming computer at work, and yeah, Italy's gone for it. Italy is gone. They're not gonna hold on.
The Italian army has just been utterly devastated here. Italy has just jumped in casualties by 200,000 over the course of a couple of weeks.
Actually, we can double check exactly how many days. I think they lost 57 days is the focus right there. They lost 10 days. They lost 10 days on not doing that focus. Because the AI never loses day in doing focuses. And there we go. Italy is gone. So even if they wouldn't have lost those 10 days, it wouldn't have mattered.
Now, I'm interested to see what the UK does here with Italy. Are they going to puppet Italy?
I think they are. I think
that would really be the best call. A democratic Italy for our times. Here we go.
There we go. And they're satelliting all their like non-mainland areas.
I can report that the Virtual House of Commons is jubilant at the defeat of Italy. There have been many cries of "Rule Britannia" in the chat. If you're watching this and you don't know what's going on with the Parliament mechanic, we have been running a virtual House of Commons, and I believe there should be a visual asset which can help explain this a bit more. We've had around 30 people in a Discord server for the last couple of days. They've been debating and voting on various laws to tell the influencer players what they are and are not allowed to do. There's been after yesterday we had a defeat in the Mediterranean, and people were very upset. There was a single law change overnight to remove the requirement for the influencers to rush towards Imperial Federation. Parliament has now given the players the freedom to choose when they would like to form the Imperial Federation at their own leisure, rather than forcing them to do it by July 1940. which has given the players some more latitude in their deployment of particularly political power.
God damn it. Wow. So he just managed to managed to avoid being fired. If
Yes, there was considerable anger against particularly the First Lord of the Admiralty yesterday after the sinking of HMS Repulse and HMS Furious in the Eastern Mediterranean after they ran out of fuel before they fought the battle.
And now France joins the alliance. Oh my god.
Yeah, I think
absolute perfect.
I think the inaction of the German Empire might ultimately really work against them, but we do have a really big showdown shaping up, it seems. That's going to happen in Central Europe.
No. And now we can kind of figure out also what we're doing by boosting unaligned settlement in Czechoslovakia. Let's see, what is UK doing right now? They gotta be absolutely celebrating. And as you guessed last time, puppet focus against Iraq, Iran, Netherlands.
Yep.
They're gonna secure the oil imports. Oh, where's the pasted text? There and there. Guess Mordred are slow, so I'm faster than them. Okay, let's see. Germany, rekindle imperial settlement. Nothing strange going on right there. What is Italy doing? Albanian occupation. So even though they turned Italy democratic, they are gonna follow like their imperialistic overlords England by, oh god, I said England again, by UK, by occupying peaceful nations. There's no mercy going on right here.
I'm really impressed that the UK was able to knock Italy out despite some early setbacks and create a stronger union of allies.
Yeah, but look at this.
Oh.
They are going to naval invade. They're going for all of them, I guess, as quickly as they possibly can.
Yeah.
Iraq is gonna disappear very quickly, and with all those naval invasions. But the question is, will the democratic nation of Netherlands accept Germany? If they're at war, yeah, I think so. If UK invades Netherlands, they will accept German overlordship. Let's double check. They will not. They will not.
Well, here it goes.
Interesting. But I guess the more they lose, it's gonna improve the shots at this. But yeah, Netherlands might just fall very, very quickly right now. In 1939, we all know that's when the Reich Autobahn was built. And rekindled imperial settlement has begun in Czechoslovakia and several other nations.
Yeah, and in Southeast Asia, we have a little conflict breaking out between some British forces and the Dutch East Indies.
Oh, they're invading there as well. Wow.
Yeah, Indonesia has become a fighting ground, and it would seem that the UK wants to secure all the natural resources they can away from Germany, which is not a bad idea.
The Dutch are sending all of their divisions to stop that, so we'll see how well that goes. But yeah, otherwise Netherlands in the mainland, yeah, they are falling. And I really thought they would be more accepting since, well, they gave back the Kaiser, but apparently they will not give up their freedom. But they will be annexed, so that's an issue. So maybe that's the tactic of the influencers. They're gonna surround Germany by so many different nations that are allied to them. The Germans will be spread too thinly around all front lines.
Yeah, I think they've definitely ensured their naval dominance by getting Italy on their side.
Yeah. If they didn't destroy all of
the Italian Navy took some pretty heavy losses, but I don't think they got destroyed. They still have some capital ships.
Yeah.
They still have a bit of a subfleet, it seems. Although, yeah, their navy is definitely not what it was at the onset of the conflict.
So, let's see. To restore the Austrian... Well, reform the Austrian-Hungarian Empire, Czechoslovakia needs 6% more non-aligned support, and Hungary needs 2.5%. So we might just at any moment in a couple of weeks, poof, a massive Austrian-Hungarian empire join up to help Germany.
Well, it looks like Amsterdam's about to fall.
Yeah.
Oh,
they sent in their spy, maybe to do some diplomatic pressuring.
Another very quick war for the UK.
There we go. Massive amounts of puppets joining the UK right now. If we, oh god, I actually want to check that. Managed subjects. That's a long list.
I really feel like Germany missed their opportunity to really do something impactful during the Italian-British War and find a way to get involved.
They are using operatives to try to boost up Czechoslovakia as quickly as possible. What if they instead transferred some of them over to Iraq just to make sure what happened with Netherlands doesn't happen again? If they diplomatically pressure them a bit, once the war declaration with the UK arrives, they will actually be happy to join the faction. And what's going on right here?
Oh, it would appear that Communist
China.
Well, I'm not sure how they're going to fight that war against each other, but here we are.
Right, but war is going on. They do have war goal against China as well. So maybe the war will happen still, just a lot later than usually it does. And there we go. The Japanese shogunate declared war against China. So non-aligned versus non-aligned. Peace is it's only war.
I feel like all the time that Japan has waited to attack is really going to work against them.
Yeah, me too. This is going to be a doom for Japan's. And that means all my speculations about them turning against, Soviet Union, anything like that, that's probably not going to happen. So,
yeah, this is another bad look for Germany because China has aligned itself, at least focus-wise, with the UK so far, and Japan could have been one of the X factors that might have allowed Germany to have a bit more naval influence since they're both unaligned, and then they could have gotten them potentially into a faction together.
Yeah.
But yeah, now, I mean, it's going to be a slog. The German Empire is justifying war goals against the nation of Sweden.
Ooh. So they want to take that tungsten. And Yugoslavia, there we go. Yugoslavia wanted to join the Central Powers, and now they have. So, yeah, they lost Italy, but they have gained now a full path. They've kind of, made a Iron Curtain.
Yeah.
And since that was not fascist Germany inviting Yugoslavia, no civil war. God, Yugoslavia is also one of those nations that are surprisingly strong. If they now have, if Czechoslovakia becomes Austria-Hungary, or if they actually form it, I think German chances of actually coming back is gonna massively increase.
Yeah.
And Mexico has started going aggressively, declaring war against Guatemala. And now joining Comintern.
Oh, we have the Mexican Soviet Republic. This could potentially end up in a situation where the communists end up at war with the Allied powers, and that could be great for Germany.
Yeah,
because if communist Mexico keeps invading Central America, the United States might have just about enough of that. And at the very minimum, then if the United States goes to war with the Comintern, then Britain might want to just not invite the U.S. to their faction just to stay out of it.
Yeah, it could be absolutely terrible. Soviet Union sends over troops to Mexico, started pushing on the U.S. border before they're ready. That could be terrible for the UK.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm. There we go. Czechoslovakia has 40%. There might be one more day that's required. They're slightly over 40%. All right, the current party needs to be non-aligned. Right, they need to actually flip right now. So I'm expecting right now when I press intelligence agency for Germany, they are gonna coup Czechoslovakia. No, really? Come on, guys, you need to coup Czechoslovakia now. Coup them. Kudos. I want to give you kudos, but coup them. God damn it. They have the next election in May 1940, but they are not strong enough right there.
Oh, wow.
What?
Damn, just like
What?
that.
But it said current faction needs to be, to do the decision, you need to be non-aligned. But to actually just accept the decision, you don't need to be non-aligned. So that's
Nice.
probably Austria or Hungary that did it, turning... There we go.
Oh, that's a big
That's
gain for the
favorite.
peaceful Central Powers.
Yeah. Holy shit. So actually, I think we can double check who actually created it. Oh, if we actually kept track of the focus, yeah. But it doesn't seem to be in Hungary, because then we would have the Hungarian focus tree, right? So
Yeah.
it must be in Austria that formed Austria-Hungary. And yeah, just if we take a look at them, they're not the smallest person anymore. 48 civilian factory, 36 military. If we compare that with Italy, 33 civilian and 36 military. So they basically got Italy on their side peacefully.
Yeah, that's a lot of AI weight to bring onto their side.
Yeah, and with that, they also have Yugoslavia and Bulgaria. Oh, Poland joined Germany.
Oh man, it is a beautiful faction to look at. Just look at that Central Powers.
Oh god, yeah, now it got even better. Wow. They just need Romania into that and they'll have the perfect thing. But I was going to mention that Germany has less military factories than the UK.
Oh no, I mean the UK is out industrying Germany.
Yeah. Because of all the puppets that are building there, and some of that industry is being transferred over.
Yep.
So Germany has 88 military, 61 civilian, and UK has 96. Oh wow, they have 96 military and 69 civilian factories. Nice. Is there anything you guys want to see in the game that I missed or that I haven't thought about for a while? I think I've gone through most of the part. Here's the Japanese-Chinese war, which apparently US is sending volunteers to right now. Germany declared war on France. There we go. Who cares about that war? We care about the world war that just started. War against the developers and the influencers has finally begun. And there we go. UK is joining into this. What is the Germans gonna do? They have, they did begin. They waited until they got 300,000 manpower in reserves. Are they gonna jump that manpower law to extend conscription? I don't see anything other they're waiting for. And there we go, people are wanting to join in, but so far it's still just a phone war. And there we go. It seems like the UK are the first one to make their move. Actually, France, UK's ally, and Netherlands are making the first move, charging into German lines, taking massive casualties of 5,000 versus 50. So it's a whole 100 to 1.
Oh man, you know, the German panzer divisions are actually, despite having good armor, they're really, I mean, there's such a huge just stack of British divisions there that they're having a hard time getting through them. And I mean, if you look at the British defensive stats, I mean, they're quite good. And this is an example of where, you know, you really probably want to have an SPG battalion or two in your tank division, or because, you know, now if you look at the tank division's soft attack values, they're pretty low.
Yeah.
And they're just really not, you know, able to cut through that infantry like they could if they had, you know, some mobile artillery or something in their tank division.
UK just broke the German ciphers, and Germany, they are soon getting there as well in 110 days. They have broken the French ciphers, but I think they might want to wait until they have both. If we look at the French manpower, that's not a pretty sight. That's all they have. They have not managed to move the Victors of the Great War just yet, which is using it, and they are still on volunteer manpower. So if that doesn't increase very soon, most of the French manpower can disappear now, and then we might see a breakthrough in the Maginot Line.
Yeah.
Have Germany called in anyone yet? No. It's still just Germany against the rest. I guess they declared this war to make all of their allies ready, group out on the different front lines, and just really make sure that once everything happens, it's going to happen. And what's that? US currently breaking the Lend-Lease agreement with UK? Oh wow, they're getting so much from so many other nations, but not too much. And the big question is, Germany has not declared war on Sweden. They even lost the war goal against Sweden. I guess they decided it was a bad idea to invade them as long as they couldn't just walk over.
Yeah, and if you look at the trading going on right now over the Netherlands, I mean,
Oh wow.
do you think?
Okay, I'm gonna give players like 2 seconds just remember exactly where they were. Let's see. Yeah, war has been created. Losses are 31k versus 30k. So Germany's actually passed them in losses right now. Oh, that might be because of the massive submarine raids that is currently happening. Germany is losing so many convoys right now. But at the same time, German subs against French subs, and let's begin playing once again. So how's it going right here? Yeah, there are German subs hunting the convoys of the, well, basically the entire Atlantic. Yeah, well, entire, maybe East Atlantic, but not a lot going right here.
Yeah, I really think that Germany squandered their opportunity to make a big difference when they didn't find a way to get into war with the UK earlier.
Yeah. They were really, really strong, and I think still Germans have the advantage on land, but the longer time goes on, the harder it's gonna be for them. Like, it might just be advantageous right now to just call all of them in right now. But Romania is no longer even close to be able to wanting to join the Central Powers. So unfortunately, I think this map will be incomplete. Germans, they are continuing fighting on, nothing happening really. They are killing the AI troops charging in right there. I guess that's a dangerous part about it. We have been talking about how powerful the different AI faction has been to join either UK or Germany, but they are usually a bit more aggressive than a player usually are. So we'll see how much they actually contribute, bring into the war.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty much a stalemate right now in the Netherlands, and England and Germany kind of have parity in their forces there.
Oh no. Yeah. I can't actually jump over. So I guess we just gonna enjoy the last minutes of the war only from the German side, since they were the aggressors. And we're gonna leave the plans of the UK a bit more hidden. Left is Daniel, right is Robert. Game design. Yeah, left is Daniel. I'm a senior QA at Paradox. And right is Robert, game designer on Hearthstone 4. And Germany, lovely, invading Denmark. This is what they were supposed to do a while ago. Oh wow! Germany has no fuel at all. It's gone.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, they I mean they have a lot of planes in the air right now, and they're probably just, you know.
But it seems to be they're barely out of oil. No, actually they're missing 4k a day. Never mind. They really need to increase that trade. They should definitely do it with Romania at least, trade all of their oil and maybe increase the trade with Soviet Union.
Yeah, I mean they have enough oil available to them right now between Romania and the Soviet Union. They just need to be getting more of it. But again, they don't have a lot of civilian factories for being Germany, and I mean they still have 34 building for them, but they got to be having to trade more and more ways their war machine grows.
Wait, I can jump between central powers.
Oh man, and Germany's
What?
Germany's tungsten trade with Portugal has been completely annihilated, and Germany's down -60 tungsten right now. So I bet their tanks aren't even producing. No, their artillery, no, their anti-tank guns have completely stopped producing.
Yeah.
And their tanks, their production is way slowed down.
Yeah, I wonder why they don't just shift it around. They can remove that, start trading actually with British Malaya and British Raj right now, since they're not called into the war. But otherwise, they can trade with Soviet Union. They can trade with One C Click. They can trade with Norway even. They can trade more with Sweden maybe, or them completely blocked off. No, they can trade more with Sweden as well. They can do pretty much everything. They can fix it. right now.
Yeah, I mean the only thing they can't do is trade across the Atlantic, but I think that the Baltic is still safe for them to trade across.
Wow, Schlieffen plan once more. And we can also see that the Germans have really turned around the war right now. Wow, at least in losses. 40k versus 155k. And both factions, well, UK have of course invited Netherlands. Wow. Yeah, did the Germans declare war against? I don't know. But otherwise than that, the rest of the Commonwealth is outside. The same with the rest of the German factions. And we also see that Croatia have split from Yugoslavia.
So it looks like they're planning for something, but I mean, honestly, if I was the UK right now, I would just not do anything risky or aggressive, and I would just keep making airplanes. Because I mean, if they're tracking the air losses, they have to know that their airplanes are currently better than the Germans.
Yeah, but right now they seem to transfer the air war into German soil, which means Germany will recover a lot more of those fighters.
Yeah, I mean they'll definitely they're potentially giving Germany the edge in the experience gain, but I think that Germany's losses are still so bad that any benefit they have in experience from fighting over their own territory is definitely being offset by just the sheer losses of fighters. I mean, if you look over northern Germany right now, in the past week, Germany has lost 460 fighters to 154 of the British.
Yeah,
I mean, they are just getting their lungs ripped out in the air right now.
But now Germany invaded Luxembourg, took it, and they might sneak around the Maginot Line. But UK managed to get troops in the way right there. God, that was very, very close. Just imagine if they would have entered here. Holy shit. That could have been absolutely terrible. But he did declare war against Belgium as well, and Belgium is so far alone. But they still managed to hold on. Wow. I really thought that was going to be a great move from them. Managed to sneak in there, but unfortunately it doesn't seem like it. Wow.
Oh, there we go. Neutral Japan has joined with neutral Germany.
Yeah.
And now the UK has something to worry about in Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
The Japanese forces are starting to do their typical naval invasions of China, and also Japanese forces are now shifting. It looks like to set up probably naval invasions of the Dutch East Indies, which could be real big for the Central Powers resource game.
Yeah, and since Japan joined the Central Powers, I can now go and observe them. Wow, it's such a weird bug. Being QA all the time. But it's also starting to run out of time right now. A small extra look at war before we have to turn it off. And tomorrow, of course, continue with this 3-day war. God, I'm so happy about how this turned out. Devs lost it when they didn't intervene in Italy. I don't know about that.
The soft pressure they've exerted on Germany has taken its toll.
Yeah, and there might be something going on in Austria-Hungary. I saw just a ping from the Germans about defending a spot right here. There are 2 German... Oh god, yeah, they're gonna go in, I think, in Italy. They have moved their tank divisions to the southern border, and if they manage to break through this, Italy will fall very quickly. They break through the 2 divisions here, and there we go. Germany declared on Republican Italy. But are they going to break this? UK have reinforced that line quite heavily. And now...
Yeah, I see a lot of red.
And United States have joined the Allies now.
Oh man, that's... Now, the interesting thing here is that now that the USA is in the Allies, is Communist Mexico going to find a way to get the Comintern working with the Central Powers?
Yeah.
Because if that happens, and the entire weight of the Soviet Union shows up in Central Europe to help fight the Allies, then could get really interesting really fast.
But yeah, as you can see right now, Austria-Hungary is just throwing themselves against the battles, and it's not going really well. And it seems like they're not calling in most of their allies. Yeah, everyone is joining the war, left, right, and center.
I mean, it's you got like 6 provinces of mountain tiles across that border, and that is just not what you want to attack into.
Wow. So things are really starting to become a world war now. I guess they wanted to start it up just before the end of the session. They have conquered the Albanian parts and Sara parts, so they should be united and strong right there. How is Romania still? They are refusing to join the Central Powers. This will be interesting.
We are going to need to pause, though, because we are out of time.
There we go.
I guess we're out of time for the day.
I guess
you guys want to have a chat with Taureor and Bratyn from the respective teams before we stop?
That'd be awesome. Hello.
Welcome.
World War has begun.
Yes, a bit later than we anticipated, but I think we're actually quite happy with how it is going. And there was some setbacks, but overall, the German push is not successful so far. And them calling in their allies, they might not have known that, but it has given us the ability to invite the United States to our faction.
Yeah, we noticed that calling in, like first inviting Japan and then US coming in on your side, so it equalized very, very quickly.
Also, China is now in the allies, which gives us 2 extra victory points.
Oh, right.
Very nice.
What's going on? You have noticed who Soviet Union's ally is.
You mean Mexico? Yes, of course. But if there is a war between Mexico and the United States, that could turn ugly for us. But we don't necessarily have to accept the call to arms. France will, probably, but, we can lose France.
Well, you can lose France. Red, you heard it here, folks. UK, as usual, willing to sacrifice French lives for UK independence. Thank you, Tor, for the report. And, we look forward for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Guten Tag! Was ist los?
How's it going?
Sehr gut, Dankeschön. Everything is going great. I've got my tea, I've got my biscuits, and then after dinner I get a little bit of beer. It's wonderful.
Have you looked at the fate of your nation recently?
Yes, it is great. We have lots of allies all over Europe.
We did notice how peaceful and actually non-aggressive you were, while UK declared war left, right, and center.
We have noticed this as well, and so I sent an open letter to the British Parliament pointing this out, that I, as the Kaiser, truly do want a peaceful future, but it seems that Parliament has not done anything about this, and they have just continued to declare war left, right, and center, as you say. I am shocked and appalled that the victors of the previous war, in which they accused me, would stoop to such low depths.
So I wondered why you then declared war on France.
Well, we felt that we finally had to take a stance, as British imperialism was flooding over all of our neighbors in Western Europe. They first took France, then Italy, then the Netherlands. What are we supposed to do? Just sit back and watch the British dastardly infect all other countries with their slanderous propaganda?
Well, I guess you have a point there.
Besides, France has delicious cheese to go with my after dinner beer platter. A nice cheese platter goes well with that.
Well, we can at least say that you're winning the mustache war. France is trying, but UK has just completely given up there.
Yes, they even had to shave off their mustaches. Terrible. It's such a loss.
Thank you, Kaiser, for your update, I think, of the German nation. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Dankeschön. Tschüss.